Hello, everyone. I am Chelsea Pockets, and welcome back to Laying It Out.
I'm Scotty Dempsey, and I'm also here.
And I just skipped over Scotty. We're doing great.
Off to a good start.
I'm keeping that in. We're keeping that.
That was perfect.
I just went into little radio announcer mode and was like, "Hello, welcome back to NPR. I am Pockets."
I just finished my sixth watch through of Parks and Rec, and the way that they do public radio talk show hosts is so spot on. It's been living Parks and Rec has been living rent free in my brain. So thank you for giving me an opportunity to talk about it, because I definitely will again.
Oh God! All right. Well.
Anyway,
today we have an assortment of topics to talk about. One, people know we play mixed ultimate. There have been some important mixed tournaments that have happened and are about to happen. So we'll talk about some of those. Mostly the ones that involved me.
Yeehaw.
Sorry. We'll take a break after that. Some teams sent us their rosters to review after our episode 2 weeks ago. So we'll look at those quickly. And then we looked at the calendar. It's fucking mid-July. Wildwood is right around the corner. So we're going to talk about going to Wildwood for the first time as an adult, which we both kind of did last year. Still questionable if we're adults.
I am a 16-year-old that is legally allowed to drink alcohol, and that is how I feel about it.
If anyone wants to know what the womanhood experience is like, it's just liking memes that say, "But I'm just a 25-year-old teenage girl. What can you expect me to do?
I'm just a little guy. You can't blame me. I don't know anything."
Well, I pay car insurance and health insurance and rent and all this other stuff. But whatever.
My life is one big endless cycle of saying, yeah, I'm going to buy coffee to make at home next week as I go out and buy Dunkin' Donuts coffee. And if you're my mom, I didn't say that. I totally make my own coffee.
I make my own coffee, but that's because I don't live in the city and could go walk to it. If I lived in a walkable community, I would spend so much more money than what I do now. What keeps me at home is the threat of having to drive somewhere.
Dude, okay, off topic, but I'm going to do a little ramble. That's also kind of a little Scotty life update. So my company, which, we've definitely talked about our jobs before, but I've been coming to really appreciate the perks that I have at my job. And I know everyone's going to come for me when I say this. Why would I have anything nasty to say about, or anything bad to say about my job when I have literally over 20 days of firm paid holidays? I had the entire week of 4th of July off, which is crazy town, I realized, because I was yeah, no, I'm just on summer break. I don't have summer Fridays, but my job, I work at kind of as long as I get my stuff done, it's at my discretion. So my job's really cushy, and I do appreciate it for that. So I went to LA with my roommate to visit her friend and go to all the Vanderpump Rules restaurants, because we love Vanderpump Rules, because once again, let's circle back about me talking about being in media and my weird obsession of and proximity to it. It was a really fun trip. I spent way too much money, but I just got promoted at work, and I was like, you know what? It's a treat. LA sucks. I had so much fun. But, we took bird scooters once to, not take an Uber, to just, mix it up. And it literally cost more to take, a scooter, to rent a scooter, a city bike, than to take an Uber. It was ridiculous how hugely unwalkable LA is. And I've been writing, a little, a thought dump for all my friends and people who've been asking me about this trip, just a review of the restaurants, and also it's a whole ramble about how much I'm I am a walkable community truther. I don't, if I can't walk, I ain't going. So anyway, I guess I'm stuck in New York City forever by that logic, but
that's fine. I think you like it there.
Yeah, it's actually cheaper than LA.
I believe that. LA
Crazy,
looks expensive.
Right? So expensive.
Not to shit on LA. I liked going there for layout, but I will admit we did ride those bird scooters everywhere, and it adds up.
They're not cheap.
No.
It's crazy because I was like, oh yeah, no, like surely this will be an economical way to get around. Not when an Uber's $7.
Just sprint everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, that's my walkable community tirade, as well as a minor Scotty life update. Who knows? Maybe I will actually publish my thoughts so that way other people can read it if you're interested. Otherwise, like, I don't know, I can just send you the Google Drive link because I was just like, I have too many thoughts, so I'm going to write them down. And that's what the plague that Ready for Ultiworld has inflicted upon me is now I am delusional and think I'm good at writing.
I think you're good at writing. But then getting off topic here.
We're very off topic.
Let's circle back to Ultimate Frisbee. I can see in the top right corner we've recorded for almost 7 minutes and haven't talked about that. But yeah, so Scotty and I, we focus on mixed. One of my friends, okay, not gonna lie, I don't listen to Deep Look all the time unless it's something like a topic I see in the title. It's like, oh, I'm gonna listen to that. But my friend who listens to our podcast was like, oh, like Charlie really focuses on the men's division. Keith really focuses on the women's division. You two should focus on the mixed division.
Twist my arm.
And I was like,
I don't have to do any research.
Well, no, I mean, I'm very focused on Mid-Atlantic and Northeast mixed, but maybe I try and expand beyond that. But I thought we would recap and then also look to the future for some future tournaments coming up. For mix. So we talked about a preview last time for Frogs, which was the New Jersey tournament hosted by Exist. It had Shine there, Sprocket, Rally, Shine, Sprocket, Rally, Exist, Jug Handle, Pittsburgh Port Authority, Wildcard. That might be it. If I'm missing you, I'm so sorry. To be fair, we didn't. Oh, League of Shadows. Sorry. We played you last, so last in my head. Yeah, Exist kind of fucking mopped the floor with people. If we're going to be reporters, I guess I got to say it. Beat Jug Handle 15-2.
Oh, no. Exist is legit this year.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch him move forward, but that was... At least the games in the beginning of the season don't count as much towards your rankings. Am I right?
Was it a sanctioned tournament?
Yeah, it was sanctioned. You missed the absolute blow I was going to say, which is, am I right, mixtape? No, okay, we'll get to that one later. Let me pull up Frogs. Rally did well. They beat Sprocket 15-11. Sprocket also did well. Beat us 15-11. And then I think Sprocket put up the most points against Exist for the entire weekend. But they're in the same region, correct?
No. Region, yeah.
Region, yes. So I think they're used to seeing them every year at least. So maybe they knew some secrets that we did not.
Sprocket's also really good.
Yeah, they're really
Not
good.
that Jug Handle isn't really good, but I think Sprocket might be a little bit of a higher level.
Yeah, I'll take it. We didn't do well in the first half. We did win the second half, but we had put ourselves in such a hole in the first half.
No.
Yeah. It was also weird because Shine did not have a great weekend. We beat them, surprisingly. Or maybe not. I mean, who knows? Rankings mean nothing. We've discussed this before, where mixed divisions, mixed teams, sometimes the rankings don't really mean anything. But Shine came in seeded number 2. We beat them for the first game of the day, 15-8. We were looking hot.
Yeah.
And then we couldn't bring that into the Sprocket game immediately after that for some reason. But then Shine... What did Shine do? Shine then lost to Sprocket. Had a close game, though. Lost to Rally. Lost to Exist. Everyone lost to Exist. Oh, no, they didn't play Exist. Ooh, so maybe that could have been. So also for Frogs, the last game of the day was canceled. We had too much lightning, and we had teams coming from all over, so they decided not to. But because of that, we got to have team bonding instead. And honestly, we had so many injuries throughout the day. I did not want to play one more game.
That's really fair.
I was done. So team bonding instead of playing, that was great.
Awesome. That's great. I mean, it sounds like while it wasn't maybe the results of like the first tournament that you wanted, like, hey, you don't get better if you don't get challenged. And like, are you D-line? On
Yes. On Sunday, I was not, because we were down so many people. If that paints a picture for how much of a pickle we were in.
Well, I was going to say the fact that you have to cover anybody on the exist O line is good luck. So you know what? That's just how you get better. I've had to cover a number of exist women matching players at like league. And I don't think they're trying that hard. And I still have a hard time.
They're trying. They have such beautiful faces that it doesn't look like they're trying hard.
No.
They don't have a running face like I do.
They don't look in pain.
No. They had, they're all really good. I'm not going to point out individuals. But yeah, it's not fun to go up on D-line and be in that situation. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You have to take the L's, but also when you score the point, it's so much better. Oh my God. I mean, this is me talking about my personal Frisbee ability. I'm so pissed off at myself. I had a great deep cut. I came in early because the throw wasn't gonna make it. I snagged it against Abby. I was like, hell yeah. And then I'm on the goal line, and I have a panic, and then I just fucking toss that shit to no one, and I'm like, fuck.
No, that's the worst feeling when you're like, I am going to go quit Frisbee forever, change my name, change my identity, burn off my fingerprints, and move to a different country because I'm so embarrassed.
I was so proud, and then I did that. I'm working on my anger. So I made a joke to someone like, haha, I have anger issues. And they're like, what? No. And I'm like, no, actually, sometimes on the field, I want to like die. I did the thing where I like grabbed my shirt between my teeth and tried to rip it to shreds. It didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I don't have any strength, but that was a moment for me. And I was like, God damn, could have been 15-3.
There is definitely a contingent of players on my team that are, we call ourselves the Pennsylvania Hotheads.
Ooh.
Because we learned how to play Frisbee in the toxic Ohio Valley. Because why were we all such hotheads? Like, it wasn't even just Lehigh. Like, my friend who played for Swarthmore is a hothead. My friend who played for Franklin and Marshall is like, needs to take a chill pill all the time. He's like the guy that, like, you know how every team has like the guy. He's our guy. He's our guy. Love him to death, but you know, every team has to have a guy, and so I understand how it might look on the outside. But yeah, that's what. So you can also be a Pennsylvania hothead.
Okay, I'll maybe. But yeah,
I think you might be, buddy.
I think I might be. That was frogs. We'll move on from that now. The next one that popped up was Pro Elite Challenge. PEC West, and I hinted at it earlier, and Mixtape hinted at it earlier. Honestly, they had a tweet about it. They didn't do as well for, you know, winning nationals last year. And they had pool play to start day one, and they lost to Oregon Scorch. And I apologize to everyone on Oregon Scorch. I have not heard of that team before, but they lost 15-8.
That's tough. Tough looks for a team that talks a big game.
They tweeted out, historically, we have, I don't know exactly what they said, but shit the bed at PEC West. So they're just, I guess, like a late in the game team. They peak when they need to. They peak at nationals.
Okay, the other thing is, like, I mean, I doubt anyone from Exist listens, or not Exist, Mixtape listens to this podcast, but like, I'm not paying that close attention to them. They don't need to make excuses for anything. They just like talk so much. It's like, if you just talk less, then no one's gonna come expecting things. Anyway.
No, people. Okay, you don't pay attention to them. I pay attention to them. So many people pay attention to them, Scotty.
Yeah, they don't pay attention to me.
Why would they
that's what I'm saying. Exactly. No, I'm saying they don't listen to this podcast, but it's fine. You don't need to make excuses. I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe I just don't pay attention to sport. I don't care about. I don't get how sports work.
Sports are dumb.
Sports are dumb.
It's a bunch of people yelling at each other, a bunch of people getting upset and happy over scores. But you know what? It's what makes us human, and we all love sports so much.
I was watching replays of the U.S. national track meet last night. Goodness gracious. I was like, these are just a bunch of guys just running. That's what Frisbee is too.
Just people chasing plastic. Yeah, so Mixtape, they had that loss. They had another win in pool play. Then they get placed in pre-quarters championship bracket that same day. Then you'll care about this one. They lost to Moondog.
Oh, I do care about that very deeply.
Yeah, you love your little Moondog.
I love Moondog.
But then, they get placed in the 9th place bracket. They sweep up on Sunday. They do fairly well. So we'll see what this means for them moving forward. See if it means anything at all. Like I said, the earlier tournaments in the season matter less for your rankings. But it was interesting to see. I was at a party while that was happening, and I was like, oh, look what just happened. And then someone yelled at me, don't talk about Frisbee.
Yeah. You're that guy at the party.
I am that person. Otherwise, I think the pool play went to chalk. Oh no, Moondog did not do well in pool play, but they came back.
They're first in my heart, always.
Yes, I love their hats. And then looking at the championship bracket, there were some close games in there. It ended up being BFG Mischief in the end. BFG taking it 15-7. So, big win there.
Very cool.
All right, so that's the West. I feel like I don't pay enough attention to the West, so I will try more.
This is year. Pockets reporting, IRL.
Yeah, it's... I can't write. I don't know. And then the next one I wanted to talk about is the other side of the country, PEC East, coming up this weekend, baby. That's where I'm going to be.
Hell yeah.
There are other divisions going to be there. I am very nervous. So, one, our games currently scheduled to start at 8:30 a.m. We have been warned they may be pushed earlier to 8 a.m. So we would play 3 games on Saturday between 8 and 12, 1-ish. Because this is happening in Virginia, Fredericksburg, they're worried about the heat and that games might get delayed or canceled because of heat advisories.
Dude. My climate anxiety is at an all-time high. It is it is 11:05 a.m. right now. It is 85 in New York. My roommate texted me about our outdoor plants. She was like, have you been watering them? They look like they're dying. And I was like, it's just a bajillion degrees out, dude. Anyway.
No, it's gonna be hot. And then I saw someone, it's looking better now. Someone had tweeted, like, haha, Fredericksburg is gonna be great. And it was like 50% chance of rain Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now it's high chance of rain Friday, nothing on Saturday, but a high of 90 degrees.
Excellent.
I'm gonna why do we play this sport in the summer?
I know, dude. Yeah, it's so hot. I am not a creature that is built for heat.
No, I'm not looking forward to it. But yeah, so the schedule was put out in classic USAU fashion. They say it will be out Tuesday morning. It's out Wednesday morning. Better than what it's been in the past.
Yeah, better than Friday.
I'm just going to list all the teams that are going in order of their seed. Hybrid, who I made fun of for their roster announcement. Amp, Toro, the Chad Larson experience.
Yes, my heroes. Number 2 in my heart.
Number 2. Oh, wait, excuse me. Public Enemy and then Rally. Space Force, who, so I kind of want to pay attention to them. They're from Alabama. They had some, like, fun videos last year. I know that's dumb, and I think they did pretty well. They're obviously ranked 7th. So I'm gonna, like, they're in my pool, too. So I'm gonna look at them. I'm gonna pay attention to them.
I think I stumbled across their team store on I don't even remember what the site is called. I don't know why my boyfriend and I were like going through the site and we were looking at like the Brandeis Tron swag, and like Space Force had like the coolest logo. So
ooh, that looks good.
Yeah, you'll have to tell me how their jerseys are.
Sprocket, Shine, Jug Handle,
woo.
Crocs, Cleveland Crocs, Loco, my frenemy for life. Storm, where are you from? Charlotte, North Carolina. Ooh, they have a Stormtrooper logo. Okay, cool. Like it. Ramp, Waterloo, who has one of our old teammates. He moved to Texas, and we miss him. And then Revival. Revival, fun fact, I think it's this team. Yeah, Revival, we played twice at regionals last year, and the score was the exact same both times. We won both.
Nice.
Yeah, they did well. Okay, so yeah, pools, we got Hybrid, Space Force, Jug Handle, Revival. That is the one I care most about. We'll see what happens.
It'll be fun. I feel like traveling like that far with your team is like super fun. Didn't you went to Indiana last year, right? For like select flight?
Yeah, I drove that too. This one, Virginia, is about a 4.5-hour drive from central New Jersey. So that one, everyone's going to be driving. There's no need to fly for that. I took the Friday. I'm looking forward to it. I took the Friday off. I think the 2 people that I'm driving with, they're like, oh, we want to slowly go down, stop, stretch our legs if we need to. And then one of our players is also like, oh, since, the games are going to end at 1:00, we should plan for some activities Saturday nights, maybe some bowling, maybe some mini golf.
That'll be fun.
Our team really likes a variation of charades called Fishbowl.
Oh, I've played that. Yeah.
We do that a lot. So I'm looking forward to it. It'll be fun. It'll be another bonding experience. And then, good ultimate as well. Good competition. And then, yeah, maybe we'll see. I was very upset for Frogs. The 2 teams in our region, Pittsburgh Port Authority and Raleigh. One, we were never scheduled to play against Raleigh, and then our Pittsburgh game was canceled. So we didn't get to see what people in our region might be like early in the season. And so maybe we'll see Loco or Raleigh here. That would be nice to see. Just kind of get an idea of what's going on. That was Pockets Does reporting. We'll take a quick break, and we'll have some Wildwood talk after that. Hello, welcome back. I'm Pockets.
And I'm Scotty, and I'm also still here.
She didn't leave me. We have just a few rosters to look at again. I know a bunch have come out. Some friends specifically asked us to review their roster, and so we'll bring it back around. Rosters are always going out. So I know we're a mixed. We focus on mixed, but New Jersey runs strong in this podcast.
And also, we got direct DMs, and that's our best way to make sure that we
our attention. Oh, you want us to talk about you? We love doing that. Yeah, the Garden State Ultimate, a men's team in New Jersey. I think one of 2. New Jersey is so small. Yeah, they sent us their roster, GSU, Garden State Ultimate. They go heavy with the New Jersey Pride. They tweet a lot of, The Sopranos. I think it's The Sopranos. Am I fucking that up? I haven't watched that yet. I need to.
I saw a guy who started the Sopranos band play like very randomly because my boyfriend's like high school friend opened for him. So that was a fun Sopranos fact about me.
Nice. Well, yeah, they tweet a lot about The Sopranos. So their roster announcement, Scotty looked this up. I needed to look it up, and I was going down a rabbit hole. It's a movie reference. I guess there's a movie that came out called Garden State.
The GSU, the Garden State, not GSU, the Garden State movie. I recognize. So I actually haven't seen it either. I think I might like take the time to watch it sometime soon because like one, it's a bajillion degrees here. So what else is there to do? Because I don't want to play Frisbee outside. Ew. It's like written, it's like by Zach Braff, and my hot take is like I think I like Zach Braff. I don't know. So Scrubs is my favorite show, so I like him for that. And it's like about New Jersey, and he like goes back and I don't know. I think he probably tries to like woo. Like I know it's like a manic pixie dream girl movie.
Well, I was reading the Wikipedia. Yeah. I think his mom dies and he goes back to New Jersey. So that's why I was like, this seems like a rough movie to. But I don't know. It's cute. It's a good. It has the. What I like most about it is it has the quote at the bottom about the movie, but then also about them. Marvelous, fun, hilarious, and heartfelt.
Yeah, and I think it's cute. I like this.
I will say I screenshotted their jerseys. They got new jerseys. So they also have a snake theme going for them. And I think their blacks look so good. They use like the full sub vibes, but it's like a very slight snake skin across the whole thing. I fucking love it.
Do you think since it's like Garden State, like Garden of Eden, like the snake?
Honestly, I live here now and I don't know, and at this point I'm too afraid to ask. It's like that type of, I don't know, because we don't cross paths all that often, but they do have a very snake heavy vibe, and like their entire, even the shorts, it's the jersey and the shorts have like that snake skin.
Oh, they're
type
sick.
of pattern.
Those are really cool.
I love them. So when they were like, can you please review our roster? I was like, actually, can I please review your jerseys? Because I think that is significantly cooler.
Excellent.
With the snakes. And then we had another one sent in to us from Smokestack Ultimate from Kansas City. So this is a men's team. It's fucking adorable.
This is the cutest roster announcement I've ever seen.
It's like an old school style newspaper. But the star of the show is little Remy the puppy dog. Local man adopts cutest darn dog this town has ever seen. And it is correct. And I guess the photo, we had a little extra context. Remy's first time getting rained on was at a club practice, and he was not happy with the experience. And that's what the photo is from. So congrats, Smokestack, for one of the cutest roster announcements I've ever seen. I will be rooting for you the entire season.
And Remy.
And Remy. Mostly Remy.
Remy enjoys chewing on hands, being dry, and responding to his name. Those are all excellent activities.
Oh, he's so cute.
I'm going to retweet this from the Laying It Out. Am I on the Laying It Out Twitter? Yeah. On the Laying It Out Twitter now, so that way people can see it when this comes out.
He's so cute.
He's so cute.
He's so good. But yes, and then the other one that, I mean, was kind of sent to us, it's Scotty's team. I'm getting a premature look at it, an insider scoop.
It'll be released today, like after, this, I mean, the podcast is going to come out after, so it will have been released once.
It will have been released. But looking at it, like, my immediate reaction was like, oh, this looks great. This looks like a diner. And Scotty goes, yeah, it's Greek diner inspired. So if you know, like, I don't know what the terminology is, but if you know, like, the spiral lines
Yeah.
that border your diner menu. I don't know. I think that's perfect because every time I visited Scotty in the city, we go to the same diner and we get breakfast.
It's an excellent diner.
And it just looks appealing.
Yeah.
I will say you are falling under the, I don't know if it's negative. It's good to have a practice squad, but in the past few years, we've noticed teams have a heavy number of practice players, and yours currently is a lot.
Yes. And I mean, okay, so it's like, to some degree, it's chill because people, like, I even did this, my first year playing club in the city. Playing club is like, people like get a practice player spot and then like don't show up. So like we haven't really had too much of like an issue like with, well, I have my own complaints about playing time, but I'm gonna keep it to myself. We haven't had too much of an issue with practice players like monopolizing. It's just like, I think that last year, like, we definitely had a fear of like even having enough people to like have a roster, that this year we overcorrected. And like, club in the city's so weird, there's like almost too many mixed teams and everyone's all trying to like be the best. So like the longer it takes for like the exists and the grand armies of the world to make cuts, the longer it takes for us to get like the people that don't make it. So you're lucky with the one mixed team and you guys are really, really good, but we're like basically we're just trying to be the best of the rest out here.
That's fair. No, we've had heavy practice. We had a heavy practice squad last year too. It helps if you have someone that can't commit to the season and they want to play, or they just want to get those reps.
Yeah, and I told my boyfriend, who's like he's coaching Swipes this year because he broke his ankle, as I've previously mentioned. I was like, why don't we just take all the practice squad and like make a B team, and then like the B team can go to sectionals, and like these players can like get tournament reps. Like they're probably gonna get stomped. Like, wasn't that what Hot Tamales was when we played Peep Show? Like, if we're gonna have like basically a second roster, what?
I will say you brought it up. So Peep Show had a B team. I forget when.
It was 2019 when I was on the team.
2019, because we had like a lot of people in the area, but we mostly had a lot of men matching players in the area, and it was because we made the B team. It's tough. We've talked about this for college. It's tough having a B team because you don't always have the leadership available. And while you may have a group of people that want to play together and do stuff, you do still need someone to kind of like guide them and tell them what the team's strategy is and lead the huddles and all that stuff. So if you don't have someone that wants to be a B team captain, you're kind of setting them up for failure. While, yeah, they can play, if they just want to be a pickup team and go to sectionals, that might be fine.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it's tough.
I mean, it would kind of have to be that because we have a lot of college kids on our practice squad. So like by sectionals, like they'll be back at college, and like it wouldn't really be fair to expect them to come to, I think our sectionals location's like fucking Middletown, New York. It's like the middle of nowhere. The only reason why I'm like well acquainted with it is my dad built a power plant there, which tells you like there's just a lot of space. I'm sure we could probably get like how Peep Show did, like, the Lehigh women's team has a lot of like those players. Like first taste of club is just like Hot Tamales that like pick up like that one summer like sectionals tournament. So like would be great for like Columbia or NYU or like whoever to kind of come together and like at least get reps. And hopefully it would be fun. I know it's always tough with like college kids, but I don't want to take away playing time from people who show up, but I also want to prioritize myself and like my team.
Yeah.
So
makes sense. No, I don't have anything to add. If you want, we could talk about Wildwood.
Let's talk about Wildwood.
So you brought this up before we started recording, like, oh, we could talk about going to Wildwood as an adult, because last year was kind of our first year doing that, because 2020, it obviously didn't happen. 2021, Oh my God. Did I go in 2021? Did you go in 2021? Did it? No.
No, neither of us went. It was like the first year back, but neither of us went.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So 2021, we weren't comfortable going. And then 2022 was, I wasn't actually planning on going in 2022. And the Thursday before, someone on my pickup team was like, yo, we need people. You and Sponge want to play? So I was like, sure. So yeah, that was my first time going as an adult. You kind of died a little.
Yeah, I was like deeply unwell, and also I was just like unwell in general, and then I overheated.
Yeah. I think, well, okay, so we were trying to do this as tips and tricks. One thing, there are some people that they can still drink like they were in college and they're in their late 20s, their 30s. I don't know how they do it.
Me neither.
Take care of yourself. You're going to be in the hot sands. Sunscreen, hydrate. I saw posts. I saw a news article that was posted to the Ultimate subreddit that I guess Wildwood is cracking down more on drinking in public this year. There's been varying reports about it, but it sounds like at the very least, the biggest change is that now closed containers you can be, I guess, cited for. And there are some people that are like, this is going to totally change Wildwood, blah, blah, blah. And there are other people that are like, this is just giving the cops a little bit more ammo in order to cite the truly unrowdy people, and that you can still drink that the way that you have been. I don't know if there's been any word on if the beer garden can continue to happen, but I imagine it can, because I don't think it was legal to openly drink on the beach before.
Yeah, and
that's why it was all.
There must be like a permit thing for that.
I think it's a permit,
which is why it's like confined.
Yeah, most of your ticket price goes into that beer garden.
I don't know if I've registered for Wildwood yet. I should probably do that.
Should probably do that. Honestly, if you don't want to register, I probably won't go to the beer garden. If you want my
beer garden's the best part.
Oh, okay. See, that's where we differ. So my my tip. I was trying to say trip. My tip for people is to skip the beer garden unless you want to try and say hi to as many different groups of people as possible. I would just skip it. If you are on your team and most of your friends are on your team and maybe there's a few other people that you want to go see, I think you could see them throughout the day. If you want to see a lot of groups of different people, go to the beer garden. Otherwise, what Sponge and I do, we take a nap during it. And then we're ready to go for the entire night. Because
I'm gonna call you out on that, dog. You did not. You took a nap before the beer, during the beer garden, and then you didn't get up last year. So I'm pro pushing through. It is one weekend a year. The line for the beer garden's always redonkulous anyway. So to get in, definitely, honestly, cut your last game short, and then get a beer. And then hang out, it's if you've been drinking all day, it's kind of an opportunity to chill out. Last year I wasn't really drinking all day because I was dying. So I resurrected for the beer garden. For me, it was super fun. I just kind of did laps with first my boyfriend, and then he found someone to talk to. So then I found my friend Will, whose team I'm playing on again this year, and noodled around with him for a bit. And then I ran into a whole Lehigh squad, hung out with them for a bit. And then my boyfriend showed back up out of the crowd, and I was like, this is him. He went to a different school, but he's real. I have a And
my boyfriend goes to another school.
You wouldn't know him. He's from Canada. So I love the beer garden, and I would almost I would be more pro skipping the Bolero just because I'm not a big club girly, and plus it's a cash only bar, which is horrendous because I literally don't have a debit card. My bank never sent me one. Yeah. I don't know. I'm pro beer garden, and I'm also like just like in the past, like the Lehigh squad, especially with like how many underage people there always were, like because we bring a current students team, like didn't do the beer garden, didn't do the Bolero, and I think like especially like with my like the people that I know like peripherally through like leagues and stuff in New York, like I get to see them and like hang out with them and have like, you know, surface level conversations and just like be more comfortable, and then also like meet my friends' friends and like my friends' new partners if they're bringing them, and yeah, it's fun to get out of the hotel. That's me.
Yeah, I guess I don't think I've ever been to the Bolero. Is that my bucket list item for this year?
I think you're gonna hate the Bolero, but
oh yeah,
I think you should at least go, and I think you should do the beer garden and skip the Bolero. But like we ended up just kind of like we were at the Bolero for a bit. Someone like climbed up on a bar and got like a support beam like in the ceiling and got like arrested. So then we were like, we're leaving now. So
were they a frisbee person?
Yeah, it was like only frisbee people allowed in there. It's like a wristband thing. Yeah, people are stupid. So then we left and like went to a different bar, and there was like a whole bunch of other people that like the people we were with, like who knew people. Like it was like and so I was just like following along. So yeah. Then we like ended up on the boardwalk, like walking up and down. So it's pretty easy to go to bed early then.
That's fair. I'm gonna plug it because you mentioned the boardwalk. Go to grab a wiener. I think it's like besides the name, don't do that. Besides the name, I think it is the most bang for your buck in terms of cost food ratio, and it's just like a fully loaded hot dog. If you can eat hot dogs.
So Swipes has become a hot dog team. My hot dog. One of our new rostered players has come out of his shell, and we're almost like we're giving them too much Greg, because that man can shove a glizzy down his gullet like no one else.
Glizzy Greg. Glizzy Greg.
His name on he claims his name on Twitter is Glizzy Goblin, but it's on private and he won't let anyone follow him. And I'm like, Greg, how else are we supposed to keep up with like we went every tournament we go to, he Googles the most like ratchet hot dog stand and is like, we have to go, and then sends pictures of himself eating hot dogs like every day.
That man's life expectancy has dropped significantly. What's that report? You lose like half your life eating a hot dog.
Oh my god, we were talking
not half your life, half a year.
We were talking about that at a bar recently, and it was like post practice, so I was like waiting for my food, like I'm going to die, but I overheard my friend's girlfriend be like, Greg, you're gonna like you're cutting off the years from your life by eating all these hot dogs. And he was like, no, actually. And then I like my food showed up, so I didn't hear the rest of it, but Greg will refute it.
According to the study, 61 grams of processed meat resulted in the loss of 27 minutes of healthy life. But when you add ingredients like sodium and trans fatty acids, the final value clocked in at 36 minutes lost. How much life has Joey Chestnut lost at this point? That man eats at least 50 hot dogs in one sitting. I guess, do you think he cannot eat a single hot dog any other time?
Well, I know he trains.
But does he train with hot dogs?
Yeah, you have to. Like, there's like a density, because like you have to eat the bun. Okay, I have weird niche knowledge on this because I was sitting in the airport watching the hot dog eating competition over my roommate's shoulder while waiting for the plane, because she was like working and the TV was behind her. So I was just watching that. And I watched Joey Chestnut eat like 62 hot dogs. And so then I was Googling like what makes Joey Chestnut so good at gulping glizzies. And it was like, he is from a big family, so he's always had to eat really fast.
Oh, wow.
And he's like, they all stand up and they jump around so that way all the food goes down to the bottom of their stomach, so that way like there's more room at the top to just like keep packing it. And then also so they have water cups, right? They dunk, because they have to eat a hot dog with a bun, they dunk the hot dog and the bun in the water so it like the bun basically melts. So and then they like yeah. I was like, this
God.
is triggering every single sensory issue that I have right now. Anyway.
Do you want to hear a worse fact?
Always.
I have his records pulled up. Joey Chestnut has the world record for eating eggs.
Me too. Shut up. It's not about you right now. Sorry, my cat's interrupting. Could you hear him?
Yeah. Hi, Ciabatta. How you doing? Joey Chestnut has the world record for eating eggs. How many eggs do you think he ate in 8 minutes?
Oh, wait, I know this because I also was on his Wikipedia page. Is it 141?
Yes, I don't like that you got that exactly.
Because I read this while I was like, how is Joey Chestnut so good at being a throat goat? Like... And so then I was like, boiled egg. Okay, I should probably, I don't know if you do this. I have become like notorious on my team for the number of deviled eggs that I can eat in one sitting, considering I ate 10 at a brunch and then nothing else and then left because that was the day that Ben broke his ankle. So I was at brunch for 30 minutes, ate 10 deviled eggs, and then left.
Oh my God. All right, I'm trying to find the deviled eggs answer.
I think that he only eats hard-boiled eggs.
He only eats hard-boiled. Like, how many deviled eggs should one person eat? Ideally, the typical serving is 2 to 3 deviled eggs per person.
But yes, I also Googled that about... There are some weird eating competitions out there.
Yeah. I mean, you just gotta look at Joey Chestnut. What happens if you boil an egg for 10 hours? It becomes rubbery and overcooked. Thank you, Google. Thank you for that information.
Scotty and Pockets go on Google.
All right, we'll wrap it up soon. Basically, Wildwood as an adult, be prepared to be super fucking hungover.
Yeah.
And maybe, don't take drinks from people you don't know. I didn't do this at Wildwood, and this was someone that I knew, but they offered me a Jello shot, and I was like, cool, ate it. And they were like, it also has pre-workout in it. And I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have that. My heart shouldn't consume that.
Crack.
So, be careful what you're consuming. And then also just be careful this year because, the police might be cracking down on the public drinking a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm excited. And we'll be there. We'll be driving down together, but we're going to be on different teams. My team is called Over the Pants Hand Block.
Okay.
Once again, I am playing on a University of Maryland alumni team because my work wife we don't work together. Or he's just my work wife. Sometimes we both work from home, so we call each other and hang out while we work. He's my captain, my captain. So I'll be there with the Maryland squad. How about you, Pockets?
I will be with some New Jersey folks. I forget what our exact name is, but it's some version of Croc Girl Summer. We are reusing our layout name.
I love that, as you should.
It might be like Crockett like it's hot. I forget what we voted on. We're going to have spray painted shirts with a croc on it.
I was told that my tax for joining the team late was that I was going to have to make spray painted t-shirts, which I'm fine with because I love doing that. And then someone else was like, I would like a t-shirt that lasts longer than just the weekend. And I was like, that sounds like it's between you and the t-shirt, not me and my t-shirt making skills. And then someone else was like, I have a screen printer, so I'll make them.
Okay.
I don't want professionally made shirts. I want to cut the sleeves off of my shirt way too much.
I mean, you could do that still if it's a screen printer.
We're getting sleeveless hoodies.
Oh, no, I kind of like those. Loco had a bunch with their actual jerseys. You gotta be able, you don't really have to be able to pull off the look, but you have to be prepared to kind of look like a douchebag, like how I wear my Pit Viper knockoffs. You gotta be prepared to kind of look like a douchebag.
Yeah.
But I fucking like them. I like the sleeveless sun hoodies. Yeah. You gotta show off the guns, my friend. My pronouns are USA.
All right. Well, come say hi to us. I have. Come say hi to us at Wildwood. We'll have more content in the future. We have to do a subs only. Do you want to just talk about Joey Chestnut more?
I gotta go work. But yeah, we could do a sub. I don't know. I gotta do some work. Yeah, we'll figure out a subs only. As usual, I don't know why that is so hard every single time.
It really is. I think we should talk about Joey Chestnut more.
We should talk about how many eggs do you think Jimmy Mickle can eat in 8 minutes?
Remember when Jimmy Mickle watched our Instagram story? Jimmy Mickle, please tell us how many eggs you can eat.
ADL
All-Star
Championship. There should be an ultimate frisbee hot dog eating contest. Let's make it happen next Wildwood.
I love it.
We could do it for charity and then just watch a bunch of people throw up and die.
Too much salt.
Too much salt.
Too much dog.
How many okay, we're gonna wrap it up here, but how many hot dogs do you think you could eat in one sitting with the bun?
Like 3.
Yeah, I'm about that same boat. All right, we're not Joey Chestnut, but I am Chelsea Pockets.
I'm Scotty Salami. All right, let's get out of here.
Bye.
Bye.